Daniels. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Jags coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, in this league, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of a guard to quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have a chance. And here we have two teams that feel like they have that quarterback position of the future settled. There's going to be some growing pains. There's going to be some moments where that youth rears its head.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Here's 2nd and 6. A run here. It's Chris Rodriguez. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. A run here with Rodriguez. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end, Burrow, is in motion. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. This snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. One of the tight ends motions right. Throwing again. Daniels. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The tight end, Burrow, is in motion. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Cooper going in motion. On second down, it's Daniel. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniel. He's got his big tight end. Then Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. It's his second touchdown of the year. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Here's Carlson now. They'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down. On the give, it's ETN. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same.
Now a loose football. The Commanders come up with it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Commanders offense ready now for their second drive. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Daniels now on first down. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it once more with Etienne. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. The tight end Moreau is in motion. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
That one knocked away and incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Toward the perimeter, it's Cooper. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it. It's Rodriguez. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Third and long. They'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That's caught. It's the tight end Sinnott. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. The tight end Moreau is in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets that to his tight end, Moreau. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
At the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. That'll be taken in by Rodriguez.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To the air again is Daniels. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Here's Rodriguez. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one is caught by Moreau. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Foster Moreau. Touchdown, Commanders. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive, as they'll begin here with first down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Etienne. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The carry here for Etienne. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Daniels. That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Great job there, not only securing the ball for the interception, Mike, but then turning into a runner. I can promise you he's going to get an earful by his teammates when they watch, saying, man, you couldn't get it in the end zone. Either way, that offense takes the field on the 1-yard line. He certainly did his job.
The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And you can't ask for a better situation than this. 1st and goal from the 1. Man in motion here is Washington. Now they'll set up to throw. That one taken in. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Jaguars are back in this one. It's 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will start on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
1st and 10. The tight end Moreau is in motion. On 1st down, Daniels. He's got it inside the 5. To the goal line and in. Foster Moreau. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jags offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll look to throw again. That's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion comes Thomas. They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for ETN. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Back to the air one more time. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return here, up past the 30, but maybe a penalty allowed him to get that far. Let's see. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Moreau, is in motion. Daniels now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. One final throw before the break. Now here comes the screen to Rodriguez. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
The score, Commanders 24.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the 2nd quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the 2nd quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. There's a short one taken by Ingram. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
He was brought down by Andre Cisco. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
The Commanders set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll stay on the ground. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He'll look to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
In motion comes Thomas. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The tight end Moreau is